if I'm not looking directly at the camera. I have most of this stuff written down on my laptop, so sorry. Hi! I love astrology, and I also love the thought of us Earthlings colonizing Mars and living on it, and the idea of people giving birth on Mars. And since I love astrology, which I'm way more better at Western astrology, Western fixed star astrology, than Hindu astrology, I have some theories or thoughts on how astrology would be done if people were giving birth on Mars, and how astrology. I think people born on Mars would have very dominating energy and have a very raw energy, and the first in their chart, Mars, would be the ruler, like how the sun is the ruler to us on Earth. But instead of people on Mars having our moon sign, like how we have with our emotions, I don't think that they would be sharing with that. I think they would be sharing Mars's moon. Since Mars has two moons, I don't know how to really pronounce them, so sorry if I'm pronouncing them wrong. Phobos and Deimos? Sorry. Which Phobos means fear, panic, phobias, and Deimos represents war. So I think this would mean the person would be strong in the sense that they might want to fight, or they would be very fearful or phobia of something depending on what sign it's in. So I think it would be like a mix of Mars and Pluto energy, like how our sun and moon signs are combined together. Although, of course, people born on Mars's Pluto sign would be the same as our Pluto sign, since we're all in the same solar system. I think the sun sign would be changed to Earth sign for the people on Mars, and like how the moon is our mother in the emotions of water. Earth for people on Mars might be an earth element, or it might be all four or even five elements. And just like how the moon circle, and when it's a full moon and the tides waves comes in and the emotions of the people rise, I think how the Earth in Mars, how Earth comes close to Mars every 2 years in that rotation when the Earth is close to Mars, I think that might affect people on Mars the same way as the full moon affects people on Earth. Another thing I wonder is if people on Mars would use the 13th astrology sign, which I can't pronounce and I'm not going to try to pronounce it, and if that would be used. Also, if you watch spirit science videos, they talk about how there were a group of extraterrestrials that lived on Mars, who were entirely male oriented. So I would suggest you look up those if you're into extraterrestrial aliens. I also wonder how the transits would react for people that were born on Earth that go to Mars, and how the transits would react with their energy and astrology chart, and how people who were born on Mars, how their transits would be if they go to Earth or another planet.